Who is this? We have been in Argentina.
Buenos Aires.
We have been in Buenos Aires for about a week now and have not seen a single thing.
But that all changes today. It is one of the biggest cities we have been in for the last 6 months.
Ever.
Ever. We are determined to see as much of it as possible.
Kind of been chilling out the last week, getting a bunch of work done before we head home and catch up with all our loved ones. But today is the day where we are being full tourist mode. We're going to do so many steps, I'm sure. Hopefully eat some tasty things, see some cool sculptures. But it all starts with a subway ride.
To save money, we are staying in a neighborhood called Villa ENQUIRIES, something along those lines, but it's quite far away from the city. And normally quite far doesn't really bother us and we can walk pretty far distances, but for us to get into the center of the city, it would be 2 hours or 2 and a bit hours to walk there.
Even catching the subway, I think it's going to take 45 minutes to an hour.
Yeah, and 2 different modes of transport. So to ride the subway here in Buenos Aires, you need a subte card. I picked them up yesterday because I was really anxious about not getting them here. For those of you that have any interest, that was actually really easy. A subte card, or sube card, which apparently stands for subterranean, was only 700 pesos, and then I loaded them up with 1,000 each. I have no idea if that's nowhere near enough or too much, but we'll see tomorrow. And I'm glad I did, because this station doesn't actually sell them. Now we just have to figure out which direction to go in.
It's very busy on the subway.
That was one of the busiest trains I've ever been on in my life. Buenos Aires people, your morning commute is crazy. Right bus, wrong direction. They are so frequent. Like at a red light, 3 of the same bus will buck up against each other and all go at the same time because they're just constant. I like that.
We got the wrong bus because someone refused to put it into his Google Maps.
Someone hates adventure.
Are we going all the way?
Just left Emily behind. I've left someone behind because you opened the door, you started going before everyone was on. I told Emily that if she finds data to just stay where she is, but I have no idea what she's doing. I hope she's not on this bus.
I hopped on the next one and I'm hoping for the best.
She did one of 3 things. 1, she stayed put, which is what I thought she would have done, but she's not here. 2, she went and tried to find a cafe that's got internet and she can connect to the Wi-Fi and message me. But I haven't got any messages. So I don't know. Or 3, she got on the same number bus and tried to follow me, but she doesn't know where to get off, so I don't know if that would have been a good decision.
My new worry is that I don't know what stop to hop off at.
Things I know, she knows a little bit of Spanish. She has a fully loaded bus card, which should take her pretty much anywhere she needs to go. She knows that the bus I was almost going to La Boca, so it is possible that she just jumped on the next one that was going that direction. I think maybe I'm gonna get the next bus.
I'm now at a bus station. I don't think I'm going to be on the bus anymore. John's definitely not here. Okay. Do I get on the bus going back? Do I try and find a cafe and get Wi-Fi? I think I'll do that.
That was an adventure. Emily started sharing her live location, so it's just around the corner. Okay.
Found a cafe. The waitress is so nice. I had to type into my phone, I've lost my husband. Can you borrow your Wi-Fi? It's very cute. I'm gonna order a cafe and wait for Jordan to come pay for it. Yay. having a great time without you. What happened?
I don't know.
You hopped on that bus. So then I hopped on the next one and I was like, all right, surely he'll hop off at the next stop and then we can be together and keep going. And then I was looking out the window, I was like, he's not here, he's not hopped off at this next stop. So I was like, all right, the next option he would have decided is to go all the way to the end and hop off there, because that's, I think, where we were trying to go. So then I go all the way to the end. I ended up in like the bus depot. I don't think I was meant to be on the bus that long. It was me, all the bus drivers and all the buses in this like warehouse. And then I saw this cafe and I showed her on my phone. I had translated, hello, my phone isn't working. Can I please borrow your Wi-Fi? My husband got on the wrong bus. And she was like, oh, like, it was so sweet. Let me sit down. I don't even think she expected me to order anything. She was just happy that I was safe and waiting for you somewhere comfortable. I got a coffee. What happened from your perspective?
My first thought was, obviously she's gonna stay put. Because it's like a 1 second stop. We had just done that run before. Like, let's not muddle things up. At least one of us knows where the other one is 100%. So I was like, no worries, simple, I'll go back. Yeah. So I hopped off, got on the next bus. So I was back where you left. I literally recorded a bus passing. I was like, I hope she's on that bus. And you probably were on that bus. I thought we messed up. I thought we went to, like, we got on the bus at the wrong point or something like that, but he just didn't open the door for us. Like, we didn't do anything wrong. We were supposed to just get on the bus. And then watching the bus like take off before people had even left, like the doors were still open. I was like, maybe they're just crazy drivers and he didn't feel like picking more people up.
We're now in a heated debate. Who is right in this scenario? What's the best option? I think it's that Jordan would hop off at the next stop and wait for me there. He is under the impression that it makes more sense for me to have waited for him to loop back around and come to me.
Loop back around.
Loop all the way back around. So tell us in the comments, what is the correct solution in that problem?
I'm winning that for sure.
I don't think so.
I
think
will debate
I
anyone
win.
in the comments who thinks Emily's right.
I win. Vote Emily below.
A big positive about the schmozzle that was this morning is we've wound up in this really cute cafe called Cafe Roma, which is like decorated like a little Italian boutique, and we've just ordered our first Argentinian food.
And my second coffee. I need it.
It wasn't a mistake that we both ended up in the same neighborhood. This was the original plan. There's some cool stuff to see.
That cafe was not the original plan. Being upset with buses was not the original plan. Ending up at the bus depot, not the original plan. We have walked just down the street to Garibaldi Street, I believe it's called, and Jordan tells me that this is the birthplace of tango, or more specifically over there, I think is the birthplace of tango.
It's the difference.
Oh really? It's really colourful here though. All the buildings are painted multiple colours. Some of them are a bit warm, but it's still really pretty.
The street I'm trying to take us to is called Caminito. It translates to little walkway. Oh, we found it. And that apparently is the birthplace of tango. It's a Thursday morning right now, so that kind of puts into perspective how busy this gets. I honestly didn't think it was going to be anything like this, but they're clearly setting up for a pretty big day, but it might just be a regular day.
Is it always like this, or is it some sort of festival? Because there's like bar carts and like lots of actually bar carts now that I look at it, being set up on the street.
Mostly bar carts.
Yeah.
It's a really cool vibe though.
Oh, a dog.
I didn't think it was going to be this busy. Oh, hi, buddy.
It's very like circus fairy fun energetic. I don't know, happy vibes. It's all the colors as well. What's crazy, so the conventello, the word, it was because the population grew so much, the housing couldn't sustain it, so they started renting out like rooms or convents, and that's where the word came from. But even when they weren't enough, people would sleep on a rope. Like, what? I don't know what that means. I'm imagining like a rope is like a hammock, but that's what the sign said.
And conventellos are those things.
Yeah. So like they would just be split up so much to house as many people as possible. And it was more expensive than a hotel in Paris. What? And see, worth than a hotel room in Paris. I'm assuming that means like more expensive then? This place is so cool. There's so many small alleyways off of the street and they're all full of souvenir shops. I just want to spend all of our money.
And we're kind of in a rare situation where we actually have to spend all of our money because converting it back to any other currency is not going to be worth it. But we can't spend too much because we still need to get around. It's an interesting dilemma. So we came in here because we saw these people doing tango. It's an expensive place, but it's a really nice looking place. And we might come back here for dinner tomorrow.
Have you heard of a submarine before? Drink?
No.
It's hot milk with a floating chocolate bar. Dos Americano.
Okay.
That's all. Gracias.
Where are you from?
Australia.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. This is so cool. We were just walking back down the street because I don't want to leave because it's so colourful and energetic, and we saw these beautiful tango dancers, so we had to come in. I don't know how they do it. They're like kicking each other. Oh, did you see? They were like tapping each other's feet all seductively, like tap, tap, tap. 3 tiny espressos. I don't know whether it's that's making me so excited or how amazing they are. I think it's just how amazing they are. They are beautiful and so elegant, and that was so much fun. I'm so happy.
That was a very unexpected treat, but amazing.
Seeing tango dancers was high on my list. Like, I don't even think I realized how high it was on my list until I saw them in my peripheral vision.
And we never really were going to have an opportunity to see it. So to be here and see that like now,
and
amazing.
They were so nice as well. They came over, we gave them some money, and they just chatted to us for a little bit. They were really nice.
Also, I know we're in a tourist area, but everyone speaks amazing English too.
Anytime people speak multiple languages, we're blown away because I just think that's such a skill.
Yeah, it's nuts. That was La Boca, one of the most famous.
Sorry. It's so pretty. I can't help it.
One of the most famous neighborhoods here in Buenos Aires, but we're actually going to the next neighborhood over, which is one of the oldest, or is the oldest in all of Buenos Aires.
The basic plan for today is we caught the subway and public transport all the way to one end, and we're going to slowly make our way back. With how long we've been here, it's going to take probably 3 to 4 business days.
Yeah, a while. We did get 2 spontaneous tango dances as we were leaving, and some live music. It's such a vibe here. It's a vibe. This is literally the park that separates the two neighborhoods that we most planned and wanted to see here. And they have a sign literally saying, La Boca, San Telmo.
Is that the other one we're going to?
Yeah.
Oh, I understand. This is huge.
That's nice. Birds singing.
All of these statues in this park really remind me of Europe. It's making me miss it a lot. And I'm pretty sure they call Buenos Aires the Paris of South America, right?
Yeah.
I think that's more to do with the architecture, less necessarily than the parks.
When you think about it, Argentina has had obviously a massive Spanish influence because everyone here really was from Spain, a big French influence because it's the Paris of the South, and there's also a massive Italian immigration. So it's pretty much Europe.
It's a really cool vibe though. Like the coffee's amazing. That has to be because of the Italian influence, right?
Right.
Hey, isn't that like a Rome thing? Romulus and Remus? Yeah. Is that right?
Aside from being one of the oldest neighborhoods in all of Buenos Aires, apparently there's underground tunnels here.
Like catacombs.
Kinda. Like, apparently there were tunnels originally built to divert water, but they didn't know that there was also a bunch of people here who built them specifically to be able to move between churches. And in the 80s, some guy was renovating his house and accidentally caved in one.
No.
And then archaeologists came in and tried to excavate the rest. This is a cool little square.
I have no idea how this market hasn't come up on any of our Googling of Buenos Aires. It is so cool in here. There's all this really old, like, what's it called? Like ironwork, where it's really pretty up on the ceiling. And then every single stall looks delicious. We just met a couple and they have come back here 2 days in a row because the food is that good. We have to come back tomorrow. I wish I was hungry now. I almost just want to eat anyway.
This whole market is like a feast for the senses. Like everywhere you look, you see something crazy. Everything you smell, it smells amazing.
I'm like overwhelmed in the best way possible, and it doesn't look like regular marketplace food where it's kind of like just quick street eats. It looks like incredible steaks and like amazing wood burn pizza.
We saw so many things that are on the list for our food tour tomorrow, like in this one place.
I think we're gonna have to come back and spend a majority of tomorrow here.
We gotta figure out what the market's called.
Yeah.
Today's been awesome. I am loving everything about today. Obviously things didn't quite go to plan to start, but it's really turned things around.
To like the centrally area of Buenos Aires, and we are just surrounded by really grand buildings that are like federally, government-y sort of buildings. It looks so much like Europe. I can't believe we're not there right now. It seems so bizarre to me.
This is Plaza de Mayo, and it is the main celebratory area as well. Like everyone comes here to celebrate big wins, like in the soccer. And I think it's here. Anyway, there's this crazy drone shot of them winning the World Cup, and like the people here, it's just insane.
Yeah, I remember that.
Huge flag that looks like it's flapping in slow motion because it's so big. And incredible buildings. I really love this place.
It's such a cool energy, this city. I really enjoy it. There are so many massive tour groups in Buenos Aires. We've walked past like 50, or school groups.
Say no when you pass places like this just on a regular walk. Spontaneous purchases are always the best. This city is just so beautiful.
It's a white chocolate flake.
Nice. I think I lied before. I think this is the plaza where they celebrated the World Cup. They must have like closed all the roads down, put a TV up. It looked mad.
This would be hectic be closed. There's so many cars.
Yeah, it's like the heart of the whole city. We will never be the people to wait in a line for a photo.
I love how organized that was though.
Yeah?
Like everyone's being really respectful and taking each other's photos.
That's true.
Instead of everyone just being in the way. That's so much better.
Really well done. I don't want to wait though.
Nah.
Yeah.
We're finding, and it's a Thursday. I love this city.
The last stop for our time in Buenos Aires is a cemetery. It's a very famous one though.
Bit of a letdown for the day. You have to pay entrance, which isn't a big deal, that's fine. But you can only pay on debit or credit card. Why can't you pay cash? That's so annoying. Do you want to go in that bad? Because that's 4,000. What's that? Because it would be on the red rate, not the blue rate.
Yeah, so it would be like 8,000 for both of us.
Yeah, what's 8,000 on the blue rate?
At the moment, like 20 bucks.
20 bucks, so it would be 40 bucks because it would be double.
Yeah, roughly.
$40 seems expensive to just see a bunch of cemeteries.
It'll be about half our daily budget to get in there.
I'm leaning no.
Honestly, given the choice, I'd spend that money on steak.
It smells so good.
There's a really quick finish to this video. I don't care though.
Filthy.
Not dusty.
Untidy. Unkept.
Your hair is so...
Frizzy.
No.
Messy. Oh! I like that you think I would know that. I don't know. Why do you think I know soccer all of a sudden? I think I've learned this skill apart.